Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In this PLC tutorial, we will learn about retentive timer. This is a special type of timer that retains its value even if the power supply is gone. And here are the key concepts of retentive timer. It retains the accumulated time on input off. It means that when input supply is gone, it will hold its value. And the output is gonna turn on when the total time is greater than or equal to the preset value. And this right here is the basic operation. So first, when the input is on, the timer will get started. When the input is off, the timer will not reset, it will hold the value. And this is basically the speciality of the retentive timer. When the input is gone, it will not reset, it will hold the value. And when input is back again, it will continue from the same count. And the fourth point is the same, just like the other timers. The output is gonna turn on when the preset value is reached. And now let's get into the TIA Portal software in order to see how to use the retentive timer in PLC. So I'm going to select this line and I'm going to place a normally open contact here, which will be acting like an input switch or input pulse. Then I'm going to select this line, and in the timer operations from here I will be using this TONR, which is basically the retentive timer. So double tap here and then click OK for this window, and we have placed the retentive timer. Now select this line and place here an output. Although we will be requiring another normally open contact for the reset, but we will do it later. So let's make the tags first. For that, click on show all tags, and our first tag is going to be the input switch or input pulse. So I have written here input underscore pulse. The second one is the reset, and then I am going to make a tag for the elapsed time, and then finally for the output, that is motor. For the motor, we use Q as identifier in TIA Portal software. So I have changed from I to Q. And for elapsed time, we change the data type from boolean to D word. So I'm going to change the data type, and also I'm going to change the identifier as well. The identifier should be M for the elapsed time, and check this box. Now let's get back to the main, and now I'm going to assign the tags. So this is the input pulse. This right here is the input pulse, and for the reset I'm going to make a parallel branch here, and I'm going to place a normally open contact here, and then I will be connecting this line to the reset button, and here I'm going to assign the tag that we have already created, reset. And the preset time I'm going to set it 3 seconds. So I'm typing here 3000 because these are in milliseconds, and this is the elapsed time tag, and finally we have tag for the motor. Okay, and now I'm going to turn on the simulation, which is basically already working in the background for my case. So I'm simply going to download the program, click on load button, and turn on the monitoring mode. You will be able to see the green line when you turn on the monitoring mode. Let me explain you about this window. When you start the simulation, you need to create a new project from here and click on create after renaming it, and then you will have to go into the same tables and go into the same table underscore 1, and then you need to delete these previous tags, and then click on this load new tags. And I do not need these IEC timer tags for this tutorial, so I'm going to delete them. And after that, I'm going to resize this window so that I can see the logic as well. And now let's test this logic by turning on the input pulse. So when I check this box, after 3 seconds the output is gonna get turned on, and it is the case. But for the retentive timer, if I turn off the input pulse, still the output is turned on. And this is basically the speciality of the retentive timer, that the input pulse or input power supply does not reset the value. For reset, we have a reset button. It will then turn off the motor and it will reset the timer as well. So I'm going to redo it again, and as you can see, the input pulse does not reset it, but the reset button is going to turn off the output. So that is all for this video, guys. If you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.